By the problem, what is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Boom, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Boom, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
And we welcome you back. Day 2, night action here in Gulfport, Mississippi. Glad you can join us. Eastern Division battle. Two teams that won their games yesterday, close one-run games. The Lady Rattlers of FAMU, winners of the SWAC Eastern Division, the number 1 seed, taking on the number 3 seed in the East, Alabama State. Interesting storyline. First-year head coach Camise Patterson for the Hornets, previously the head coach at FAMU. First-year Lady Rattler coach Brittany Beal, very successful high school coach in Florida, a school outside Orlando, and a pretty good matchup here as we are underway. First pitch, strike call. Charles Edmond here and the crew, James Crenshaw. Coming up next on field number 10, we have Jackson State and Bethune-Cookman. The winner of this game, one win away from going to the championship game. The loser of this game will take on Texas Southern, who eliminated Grambling. Terrell at the plate, swinging and a miss. J. Brielle Terrell, the senior transfer from Florida A&M, is in the hole, 0-2. As we're underway here at the top of the first inning. Amari Brown, 8 wins during the season, brings it home, and it's low and inside. Texas Southern eliminated Grambling. Southern University was eliminated 8-1 to Prairie View. So Prairie View stays alive. They'll take on the loser of Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman. That coming up next. Charles Porter will have the call of that one. Those two teams just played over the weekend in a game that had to be resumed starting in the 7th inning in Jackson over the weekend. There's a chopper foul. Full moon, clear skies. Full moon overhead here in Gulfport. Man, that's a good sign. Well, what is it, three quarters moon? Well, three quarters moon. Hey. That was not my forte, Dr. McClellan, I have to say. Dr. McClellan says, are you kidding me? No, you're right. Dr. McClellan said, it is not a full moon. If it's a full moon, then we might have some other problems going on here. I mean, I guess my point is it's clear sky. That was my point. The count is 2-2. Hey, if you don't know, you don't know. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. A chopper to short on 2 hops. A quick throw across. It is too late. Infield single for Terrell. And Alabama State fans, the black and gold pom-poms and all. Terrell has a strong contingency of family here. Nothing that battle could do there. Just the speed of Terrell. Infield single. Clear sky overhead. First time in this tournament, you look up, it's clear skies. This time last night, rain delay. Bethune-Cookman-Jackson, 35-minute delay last night. I'm going to talk with the commissioner tomorrow. Just the fact that you're able to play a couple of games on another field to get caught up. And we'll be caught up tomorrow as Jackson Bethune-Cookman set to get underway. At the plate is Alana Scott. Alana Scott, the junior, hit .342 during the season. Leadoff is on. Terrell, 11 stolen bases during the regular year. Will Coach Patterson use speed early? Here's the pitch from Brown. This is outside. Count is 2-0. Top of the first inning. Texas Southern survives. Prairie View survives. Will be into their first loss here as a ground ball foul down the first baseline. A lot of energy in this one. A lot of Rattler fans from Tallahassee. A lot of folks from Montgomery. Eric May behind the plate. Thad Bridges at first. Walter Hill, the third base umpire. Currently, he's at second. Jackson State Bethune-Cookman underway. 2-1 the count. Pitch just missed. 3-1. FAMU, the home team. 3-1 the count. What I've discovered, you talk about SWAC rivalries. Florida A&M and Alabama State, two schools not too far geographically. Very good rivalry in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. 3-1 the count. Football, basketball, something that I've learned. Here's the 3-1. 2 on. So an infield single and a walk. 2 on for Alabama State. And it'll bring up the second baseman, Leah Richardson, with .273 during the season as the infielders huddle up. Alabama State held off Texas Southern 5-4. Meanwhile, in an extra inning affair, a 9-inning affair, FAMU beat Grambling 3-2. Grambling has been eliminated. They were the first team eliminated. Southern University eliminated. They lost to Prairie View 8-1. 2 on for Alabama State. Here Richardson. .273 during the season. 2 on, none out. Swing and a miss. She was swinging for the fences there. Clear night, crisp night here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. 1-1 the count. I think the SWAC played this one perfectly. They followed the weather trends throughout the day, and the forecast did call for it to clear up after 6 o'clock, and that's exactly what has happened. We'll be caught up tomorrow. Here is the 0-1, a bunt. Fielded at third. The throw to second covering is there. The sack is good. Terrell to third. Scott to second. 1 out. Again, as they say, that's softball. A bunt. Canny with the charge and the strong throw. And that moves runners up a base. Terrell to third. Scott to second. The sack is good. And Brooke Ramsey at the plate, first team all-conference catcher for Alabama State with runners on at second and third. Hornets trying to strike first. Pitch misses outside, ball one. Maury Brown, 14 starts, 77 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts and 34 walks. 1-0 the count, second and third, one out. Upper foul. Count is 1-1. We talked about it yesterday. First year head coach, Camise Patterson, many years, head softball coach at Florida A&M. Talked with her the other day, and it was a very difficult decision for her to leave Tallahassee. So many memories, built so many things there. 1-1 the count. Which misses outside. Former coach of Alabama State, Todd Bradley, who resigned, obviously. Time called as Coach Beal will come out and try to settle down Amari Brown. Just wonder what Coach Patterson's emotions are facing her former team in the SWAC tournament. But, you know, there's a backstory for those who might not know. Todd Bradley, former coach at Alabama State, was Camise Patterson's coach at Campbell College. And so there's a relationship there. And hey, I mean, you can put the pieces together. Todd Bradley leaves, Camise Patterson, who he coached. You know, put the pieces there together a little bit if you so choose. 2-1 the count. But she did tell me it was tough to leave Tallahassee. 2-1 the count to Brooke Ramsey. Second and third in a scoreless game. Chopper to short. The runner is safe at home. Runner to second. The single drives home Terrell. Everybody's safe. Scott to third. Ramsey took second on the throw in. You see on the replay, the ball did come out of the glove of the catcher Spooner. Good angle. Couldn't see it from the backside, but good camera work from the field. Alabama State with the lead. This pitch misses outside. Chopper to short. You see from the center field camera the throw. Yep, it was dropped. Good camera work, and Spooner couldn't hang on to it. Couldn't see it from behind home plate, but obviously the center field camera caught that. Good work. There's a fly ball foul. Bailey Williams. I was informed it's a gibbous moon. Okay. That's way beyond my pay grade. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Science was not my thing, even though I wanted to be an astronaut growing up, believe it or not. But to be an astronaut, you got to be 6'5" and shorter. So I am completely, that was completely missed on my part. 1-2 the count. And you got to be good at math, too. And that's something other than basic math, 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. But nonetheless, clear skies. Good to see that. First time we've had that here in the first couple of days. And we got a couple more days coming. 2-2 the count, one out. Early lead for Alabama State. 2-2. Ground ball to second. Everybody safe. 2-0 Alabama State. Infield single for Williams. Scores Scott. Seeing eye single. Good play at second. Sliding, just could not make a play. Good play by Watson. Everybody's safe. 2-0 Alabama State. So 2 runs on 3 hits. And they'll bring up Taylor Sims. The runners on at first and third. Just 1 out. Pitch off speed, low and inside. So an infield single and a walk set this up. The sacrifice put him in scoring position. An infield single by Ramsey made it 1-0. And Bailey Williams' single made it 2-0. His pitch strike called. 1-1 the count. The winner of this game, 1 step away from advancing to the championship game. The loser of this game will take on Texas Southern. The first game tomorrow, and we'll have it for you right here on the SWAC Digital Network. Texas Southern eliminated Grambling. The 1-1. This is outside. Talking with FAMU coach Brittany Beal a couple of days ago, and just excited about the opportunity. She feels like she's got 3 number 1 pitchers, all conference second team pitcher Zoriana Hughes, a sophomore. Here's the pitch, off speed, stays high, and the count is 3-1. 3-1 the count. Southern University, Texas Southern have been eliminated from the 2025 tournament. Texas Southern survives. Prairie View survives. 3-1 the count. The third baseman, Allie Sims. Sliced foul off to the right side. Count is full, 3-2. Into the count, 1 out. And on this Wednesday night here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, 2025 SWAC softball tournament, full count. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball to second, off of second, shallow right. Runner to third, run is in. And Alabama State with a 3-0 lead. E4. Watson's made a couple of good plays. Couldn't haul that one in. 3-0 Alabama State. Seventh player to bat in the inning. 3 runs, 3 hits for the Hornets. Boykin, the left fielder, stands in. Boykin 255 during the season. Boykin, a chopper off the plate, foul. Hauled in by Canty, but in foul territory. 0-1 the count. Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman underway over on field 10 behind us. Again, they had to play on another field to get caught up. We will be caught up after tonight. 2 games on this field, 2 games on field 10 behind me. We'll update you on that score. There's a base hit, taking it the other way. A run is in, and Alabama State's Boykin adds to the fun. It's 4-0. 4th hit for the Hornets. 4-0 Alabama State. Brittany Beal to the mound. This is not what she wanted to do here in the early part of the game. Will she make a change? 8th man to bat in this inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error. And the Hornets off to a 4-0 start. So we have a pitching change coming up here. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Hornets off to a fast start. We'll be right back. Bottom of the first inning. Samantha Smith on the mound for Florida A&M.
Samantha Smith. At the plate for the Hornets, the designated player number 27, Ayanna Frank.
Samantha Smith in for Amari Brown, who lasted a third of an inning, 4 runs on 4 hits. 8th man to bat in the inning. Ayanna Frank, the designated player, strike called. So a fast start for Alabama State. Four nothing. Hornets. Which misses outside. Count is 1-1. Foul off to the right side. 1-2 the count. Hornets have runners at first and second. Well, speed is high. Now it's 2-2. Two on. 2-2 the count. It's from Smith. Another foul. To the count, 1 out. Smith, 6 wins during the season, 6-4, with a 5.40 earned run average during the year. Pitch misses outside. Count is full. Boykin at first, Sims at second. Full count. Chopper, it's field and throws close and out there. Runners move up. So second and third, 2 out.
The right fielder number 2, Michaela Petaway.
So Michaela Petaway, the freshman, with 182 during the season, the 9th batter in this inning for Alabama State. 4 runs, 4 hits. Fastball strike called. Here's the 0-1. This is outside. Samantha Smith pitched in the game yesterday. She pitched 4 in a third inning, struck out 2. 1-1 the count. Second and third, 2 out. Ground ball to second. And the throw is close and out at first. Close play. Side is retired. Alabama State sits 4 runs, 4 hits. They send 9 to the plate. FAMU, the number 1 seed in the East, down 4 as they come up at the bottom of the first. We'll be right back here on the SWAC Digital Network.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
It's time to reimagine exceptional. Introducing the Buick Envision. Experience advanced technology with breathtaking clarity and help keep the noise out, creating a serene space within. With advanced safety technologies standard on Envision, experience confident driving wherever the road takes you. Discover what it's like to make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
The Southwestern Athletic Conference stands with Gatorade in their mission to get more athletes into sports. Gatorade, fuel tomorrow. Bottom of the first inning, Alabama State sent 9 to the plate, 4 runs, 4 hits. Camise Patterson having a word with the third base umpire.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Rattlers, the center fielder number 2.
Sierra Maple, the freshman, will lead it off. She had 382 during the season. Leading it off, first pitch inside, ball 1. Caitlin Hill, the freshman for Alabama State, 4 wins during the season, 6.98 earned run average. Bottom 1, Alabama State off to a fast start. It was a ball to start due to delay, so it was ball 1, then ball 2, now strike 1, 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1. Popped up, and it drops in the shallow left center. Maple leading it off for Florida A&M. Well, Prairie in their 8-1 win, eliminating Southern. It's the most runs scored so far in the tournament.
The second baseman number 6, Kiana Watson.
All-conference second baseman, Kiana Watson. Second team all-conference. Watson, senior, hit .319 during the season with 8 runs batted in. How does Brittany Beal play this here? You're down 4 runs. Small ball early. She's swinging away. Strike call. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the first inning. As the pitch popped up, and it could not be caught. Good effort by Brooke Ramsey, all-conference catcher. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman. There's a chopper to third, charging, plants, it's going to be too late. Infield single for Watson. Sims charging. There's too much speed. 2 on.
The pitcher, number 22, Samantha Smith.
Here's the pitch high. Samantha Smith at the plate. One and on the count. Singles by Maple and Watson. 2 on for FAMU. Pitch is high. 2-0. Time called. Catcher Brooke Ramsey trying to settle in. Freshman Hill. Two on here. Jackson State with an early lead over Bethune-Cookman. Of course, Bethune-Cookman beat Prairie View last night in a game that had starts and stops, had a 35-minute lightning delay. Bethune-Cookman held off Prairie View. Prairie View stayed alive with an 8-1 win, eliminating Southern University. The 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. The fans from Montgomery to our right. Black and gold pom-poms, really energetic. Those Rattler fans on the left side. This pitch outside. The count is 3-1. So 2 singles. Smith ahead in the count, 3-1. There's a shot to left, drops in for a base hit, and they're loaded up. Singles by Maple, Watson, and Smith. They're loaded up with nobody out. Just dropped that one in front of the left fielder, Boykin. Time call. We got a visit to the mound here. As the bases are loaded, nobody out. Visit the official Tournament Central site, SWAC.org. You can access game previews, photo galleries, team roster stats, live stats, links, and more. SWAC.org. That's all you need to know for anything SWAC related. So the bases are loaded for FAMU. They're coming right back at you. Well, bases are loaded. We're going to have a change here. Nope. Going to stay in with Hill.
Batting the right fielder, number 3, Jamison Townsend.
All right, Jamison Townsend at the plate. Bases loaded. Nobody out. So after 4 put up by Alabama State, FAMU trying to respond. Bases loaded, nobody out. Rise ball high. I know the count. Singles by Maple, Watson, and Smith. Bottom of the first inning. Pitch from Hill. This is low. 2-0. 2-0 the count. Jamison Townsend, 333 during the season with 3 home runs and 26 runs batted in. 3-0. And on the count. Rattlers threatening to get on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. Run is in. Three singles and a walk. It's 3-1. Camise Patterson leaving the dugout. She's going to make a change here. So a pitching change coming up as Caitlin Hill faces 4 batters, 3 singles, and a bases loaded walk. FAMU on the board. We'll tell you about the next Alabama State pitcher when we return here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We follow pizza drivers, make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Pizza guy. Pepsi guy.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
Not going anywhere without.
To enhance your pizza's flavor.
That's the perfect combo.
Yeah, he's still following me. Probably a stupid marketing stunt.
Kuhana Posan into the game. Pitched in yesterday's game. So the starter for Alabama State, Caitlin Hill, 4 batters faced, 3 singles, and she walked 1 with the bases loaded. And Posan facing Brown, she falls behind in the count. 4-1. Alabama State sent 9 to the plate, 4 runs, 4 hits, but then FAMU, 3 singles and a walk, and they're on the board. This pitch is high. Alabama State pitchers trying to find a strike zone here. 2-0 the count. Here's the 2-0. Misses. Reno. Loaded up. Behind in the count. Strike call, 3-1. Three and one the count. Bases loaded. One pitch, strike call, full count. Amari Brown at the plate. Count is full, 3-2. Got a pitch to hit, fouled it straight back. Again, Maple led off with a single. Watson singled. Samantha Smith singled. They were loaded up. A bases loaded walk made it 3-1. There's nobody out in this inning. Monson facing Brown. The 3-2 pitch. 4-2. Back-to-back walks. Three singles, 2 walks. It's a 2-run game. Haley Spooner, 301 during the season. There's nobody out in the inning. 5 straight have reached base, 3 singles, 2 walks. Rattlers down 2. That strike called. 1 the count. Monson relieved Caitlin Hill, who faced 4 batters, 3 singles and a walk. And he fouls this one off, and this one quite didn't land on field 10 behind us. Florida A&M looking to make this a 1-run game or tie it up or more. Alabama State just looking for the first out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did she go around? They check at third. She did not. One and 2. Checked at third. 1 and 2 the count to Kaylee Spooner. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball behind second. Caught at second. Runner tags. Comes back to third. The first out in the inning. As Smith hustled down the line, but it was hit too shallow behind second for her to score. That's the first out in the inning. Brianna Duggins, the junior, 290 during the season. A home run and 15 runs batted in. Bases remain loaded. That strike called. FAMU 9 to the plate. Trying to get back in it here. Alabama State out to a fast start. 4 runs, 4 hits. FAMU. The base is loaded. Pitch misses outside. Count is 1-1. Here from the Gulfport Sportsplex again. First game today halted due to lightning after 1 batter. With lightning and rain around most of the day. The first game of the day was halted. Conference officials got together and decided to halt everything until 6 o'clock. And they'll have 2 games on this field, field 10 behind us. 2 games. The second game is underway. Bethune-Cookman Jackson State earlier. Prairie View eliminated Southern. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off the mask of the catcher Ramsey. This is what advantage of having the plate in a complex with multiple fields. And look, on the Gulf Coast, you're going to have this type of weather this time of year. Saw the forecast last week. This was kind of expected a week ago. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. In my mind anyway, I was prepared for this. I thought maybe getting through last night without any delays. But we did have one. Kind of figured today would be a tough day, but Mother Nature has cooperated here in the evening hours with clear skies. Count remains 1-2. A good battle here. Brianna Duggins and Kohana Ponson. 1-2 the count. 1 out, bases loaded. Once down 4-0. Florida A&M's cut it in half. The 1-2. Another foul. A lot of action for the first inning. After being down 4-0, FAMU's cut it in half. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wild pitch, strikeout. And the runner's out going to first. The runner got back to first. So a wild pitch and a strikeout. 2 out. So it'll bring up the third baseman, Anaya Canty, the sophomore, who had 259 during the season. Well, FAMU, 8th man to bat in the inning. Alabama State sent 9 to the plate in the first. 6 swing and a miss. Bases loaded, 4-2. Big cut, 0-2. Monson trying to get out of this inning. Inning over. Back-to-back strikeouts. So after bases loaded, nobody out, they get a couple. And we go to the second, 4-2. Ponson douses the fire. The Rattlers had the bases loaded, nobody out. They get a couple. 4-2, top of the lineup. Coming up for Alabama State after this.
HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses, this year we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
Top of the second inning, Jabrielle Terrell, the FAMU transfer, the senior, an infield single her last time up. A lot of family here. Takes the pitch low from Samantha Smith in her second inning of work. During the regular season, FAMU won 4 out of 6 against Alabama State. Pitch is low. 2-0 the count. Winning 2 out of 3 at home and in Montgomery. 2-0 the count. Top of the second inning. Could turn out to be one of the higher scoring games in the tournament, the way the first inning unfolded. This pitch is up and in. So both starting pitchers are done. Caitlin Hill for Alabama State Mari Brown for Florida A&M. Both are done. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. And Terrell on base for the second time. Lead off walk.
The shortstop, number 21, Elena Scott.
Alana Scott, first team all-conference shortstop. Walked her last time up. The Hornets have been issued 2 walks. They have 4 hits. Turning Scott loose. The pitch is low. Coaches I talk to, when you talk about the rematch, for example, earlier, Texas Southern and Grambling, you didn't really reference the series during the year. The pitch is high. Time called. Catcher Spooner coming out. That'll settle down Smith. Two and 0 the count. I mean, this field, it's got a lot of energy behind it. You got Hornet fans making a lot of noise, the cowbells, the pom-poms. I mean, got a pretty good contingency. 2 and 0 the count. The 2-0. Strike call, 2-1. Alabama State. Athletic Director Dr. Jason Cable's talking with him before the game. And Suggs, Athletic Director Florida A&M, got a chance to meet her too long ago. It was in Tallahassee. Here's the 2-1. Late swing, fouled it off. Count is 2-2. Two and 2 the count. The 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside, full count. Full count. 2 on for Alabama State. They've been issued 3 walks. Scott has walked twice. Over the first 2 innings, the leadoff has been on for Alabama State. Leah Richardson grounded out her last time up. The Hornets, the first 2 on. You expect a sacrifice here. Oh, she's swinging away. It's a pitch high. Richardson 273 during the season with 3 home runs. Here's the 1-0. 1-1. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman. The loser of this game will take on Texas Southern tomorrow at 10:30. This pitch strike called. Preview awaits the loser, and the ball gets away. The runner will score. Runner to third. Everybody is safe. Alabama State adds to their lead. Pitch is inside. And now Smith trying to get the runner at third, and she just throws it away. E1. Terrell scores. Scott to third. And Alabama State adds to their lead. 5-2. This pitch is low. Second error committed by FAMU. So in addition to the 4 hits, the 3 walks, FAMU's committed 2 errors. The count is 2-2. 2-2 pitch. And here's a base hit in the right center field. 6-2, Alabama State. RBI single by Richardson. Six-2. Time called here, and you're in a situation, you're down 6-2, a lot of softball left in front of you. We're trying to figure out a way to get some outs, get out of the inning. I think Brittany Beal doesn't want to go through another arm at this juncture, so she's trying to find a way to get some outs here. So in this inning, 2 walks, throwing error.
The catcher, number 34, Brooke Ramsey.
And an RBI single. And 6-2. Richardson at first. Ramsey, all-conference catcher, infield single her last time up. Pitch misses. Now kind of a tough spot for FAMU. 1-0 the count. Smith brings it home. Strike call. Smith pitched yesterday. And this is what makes it tough. I mean, you saw the first game, Grambling, pitcher that was used 136 pitches yesterday, pitched trying to keep Grambling close. Smith pitched yesterday and back out here this evening, just trying to keep Alabama State close. They have a 6-2 lead. Count is 2-1. And again, he got some wiggle room because of the fact that you did win yesterday. But it's early. Here's a 2-1, fly ball foul. And it lands on the field this time. Field behind us. What is the score of that game, by the way? 1-0 Jackson, what inning? Still 1-0 Jackson State over Bethune-Cookman. Count is 2-2. This is poke foul off to the right side. Brittany Beal just trying to get some outs here. Again, it's early. I think first of all, Coach Beal trying to get a double play here. Here's the 2-2. This is outside, full count. Team all-conference catcher Brooke Ramsey, 307 during the season. Full count 3-2. Top of the third inning, Jackson with a 1-0 lead over Bethune-Cookman. Here's the 3-2. High fly ball into center field, and this ball is going to be caught at second. Well, I tell you what, Watson's made some good catches, and that was tough. Of course, Ramsey was played deep, and Watson had the range to her right. It's been tough for Maple to get there because she was played deep. You see Maple frozen and then had to come charging in. Oh, Maple might have got there, but a good play by Watson. And Jackson just hit a home run. Jackson State looking for their second straight tournament championship. Head coach Kevin Montgomery, who has been either an associate or head coach at 4 different SWAC schools. Jackson State with a 2-0 lead. Here's a foul off to the left side. Bailey Williams, her RBI single, made it 2-0. Count is 1-1. 6-2. Alabama State. 4 in the first, 2 runs here, 1 hit. There's a fly ball foul off to the right side. We'll be back at you tomorrow, first thing in the morning. 10:30, Texas Southern taking on the loser of this game. Preview awaits the loser, Bethune-Cookman Jackson State. Swing and a miss. And down goes Bailey Williams for the second out. That'll bring up Tally Sims. Reached on an error to make it 3-0. Time called. Of course, for Jackson State head coach Kevin Montgomery, who was the head coach at Alcorn. Of course, Jackson State currently is the head coach at UAPB and was an associate head coach at Alabama State. Sims at the plate. Runner at first, 2 out. Off speed, stays high. 1-0 the count. The one thing that, even though the game one early today was halted about 10:30, didn't play until 6, and that gave every team a chance to kind of decompress a little bit. I mean, it's a grind when you're playing at 10:30 in the morning, and you know, there's a little bit of anxiety. You want to come to the ballpark. You know, for Bethune-Cookman, I'm sure it was a blessing in disguise for them, because the game with Preview last night didn't end until after 10 o'clock. So I'm sure for Bethune-Cookman, and maybe even, you know, for Jackson, some extra rest, and for everybody that was going to play that 3 o'clock game or so. So I think it helped everyone. Remember last weekend, there were a number of makeup games that were played. Southern University, I think, had 4. And so any little extra rest you can get in a tournament situation is very much needed. Here's foul straight back. Good pitch to hit from Sims. Every conference team played all of their games last week, a number of games that were made up, finished up. Bethune-Cookman had to play at Jackson for an inning to finish up their game. Here's a 2-hopper to short. The force is there. 6-4 force, and the side is retired. Alabama State adds to their lead. 2 runs, 1 hit, nobody left. So we'll take a break here. 6-2 Alabama State. And FAMU will have 9-1 and 2 coming up. Bottom 2 after this on the SWAC Digital Network.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
Hey, HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses, this year we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Bottom of the second inning, Nariah Lee will lead it off. 9-1-2. Lee, Maple, top of the lineup. Then Watson. Alabama State with a 6-2 lead. There's a slap to short on 2 hops. The quick throw, 1 out. Shortstop Alana Scott throwing it across.
Number fielder, number 2, Sierra Maple.
Well, I tell you what, Honson did a nice job closing out the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded. Now ground ball here to start the second inning. Top of the lineup, Sierra Maple singled. Pitch strike called. Six to 2. Alabama State. Slap foul. Again, we started this day. 2 elimination games. 2 teams have been eliminated. Congratulations on a fine season for the Lady Tigers of Grambling. And congratulations to Coach Brittany Williams and the Lady Jaguars. And look, not all teams make it to the tournament. 8 teams make it, 4 teams don't. And you go through a grind of a regular season. I mean, Southern University had to play, 4 makeup games last week with finals and exams. And for your team just to play through all that, win enough games, get here. You know, winning the tournament is tough. Getting here is not easy either. 1-2 the count. Misses. 2-2. Of course, SWAC baseball tournament coming up in a couple of weeks from Rickwood Park, Rickwood Field in Birmingham. The old ballpark in Birmingham. There's a 2-2. Call, third strike. Maple caught looking. And Brittany Beal didn't agree with that. Strike. He did not agree with that call. Probably feels like she was squeezed right there. When you have that happen, when you have a coach complaining about a third strike, whether it's baseball or softball, the thinking is that the umpire squeezed the strike zone there, but Watson at the plate. Watson singled her last time up. This pitch misses outside. 1-1. Ponson, since coming in, she walked the first batter, but she has set down 5 in a row since, including 3 strikeouts. The count is 1-2. One and two the count. 2 out. Slap foul off to the left side. Alabama State with 4 in the first, 2 runs, 1 hit in the second, 2 walks leading it off. Hurt in that second inning. Here's the 1-2. Slap foul. Watson stays alive. Glad you can join us on the SWAC Digital Network. Charles Edmond, our producer, James Crenshaw and crew, doing an outstanding job stretching James Crenshaw a little bit, making him work with another game behind us. 2 games for the price of 1. 1-2 the count, 2 out. The pitch. Slapper back to Ponson. Inning over. She has set down 6 straight. Through 2. 4-run lead for Alabama State. 7-8-9. Boykin, Frank, Petaway coming up after this on the SWAC Digital Network.
It's time to reimagine exceptional. Introducing the Buick Envision. Experience advanced technology with breathtaking clarity and help keep the noise out, creating a serene space within. With advanced safety technologies standard on Envision, experience confident driving wherever the road takes you. Discover what it's like to make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
Hey, HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses. This year, we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Zanaya Boykin leading it off. RBI single her last time up to make it 4-0. Boykin, Frank, Petaway, bottom of the lineup. Slapper to third, 1 pitch and 1 out. Canty running across on this quick surface. Tell you what, softball with the speed, you can't afford to hold the ball too long. One out. Anna Frank, the designated player, grounded back to the pitcher. This is outside. Anna Poussin has set down 6 in a row for Alabama State. Big swing and a miss. Right now for head coach Brittany Beal, Alabama State has scored in the first 2 innings. Sure, she's just looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. They won the count. Pitch misses outside. 2-1 the count. Smith pitched in yesterday's game. Here's the 2-1. Strike called, 2-2. So 1-2 the count. 4-run lead for Alabama State. Poke down the right side. It's going to drop fair. Frank on base for the first time. A single to right field. That is the 6th hit for Alabama State. Shayla Petaway, the freshman, grounded to second her last time up. Sure, Florida A&M looking for a double play here. Tries to bunt. Laying it down. She pops it up, foul. Still 2-0 Jackson State. Again, 2 teams have been eliminated. Grambling and Southern University. Texas Southern awaits the loser of this game tomorrow at 10:30. Prairie View awaits the loser of Bethune-Cookman-Jackson State. There's a shot to second, goes to second. I thought you would tag the runner. So 4-6 on the force. I thought for a moment Watson would tag Frank. So 4-6. And Petaway's on the bases. And Jabriel Terrell, FAMU transfer, been on base twice, infield single, and walked. It's a pitch strike call on the inside corner. So for FAMU, Samantha Smith, if she can get her team out of this inning without a run scored, that could settle things down for the Rattlers, because Alabama State 4 in the first, 2 in the second. Runner at first here in the third. Trying to bunt, runner going, and it's a stolen base for Petaway. Pitch inside. Tough pitch to handle. Catcher, nice job in just getting in. As Petaway stole 6 bases during the season. And from the center field cameras, clearly she was safe. Try to keep the tag on in case she might have slid off the bag. 1-1 the count. Pitch is low. We did see yesterday a batter slide off the bag and was called out at third base. Count is 2-1. That's why they keep the tag on. Your momentum, you slide off the bag, you keep the tag on, you're out. Here's the 2-1. Well, he's down a bunt. Good one. Bare hand, the field, the throw, and it is too late. A bunt single for Jabriel Terrell. On base for the third time. Bunch of family here. And that's just speed. So it's first and third. Petaway at third. And Terrell at first. Just when Smith looking to get out of this inning, Alabama State has something going here in this third inning. Lana Scott has walked twice. Strike called. 0-1 the count. Top of the third inning, 4-run lead. Foul off to the right side. Count is 0-2. To the count, 2 out. Runners on at first and third. Another foul straight back. Top of the lineup for Alabama State. Terrell's been on base 3 times. Scott has walked twice. Count is 2-2. Lana Scott, the shortstop, first team all conference. Walked twice. 2-2. Ground ball to third. The throw across is there. Side is retired. Third baseman Canty, the strong throw. So Alabama State strands 2 and keeps Alabama State off the board. We play 2.5, 4-run lead for Alabama State. The Rattlers will have the middle of the lineup 3, 4, and 5 coming up after this on the SWAC Digital Network. The Retool Your School program is a proud partner of the SWAC and has been helping to uplift and upgrade HBCU since 2009. Learn more at retoolyourschool.com. We are underway here in this almost the third inning. Samantha Smith at the plate. Smith, a chopper 2, second charging, and the throw is there, one away. Rhea Richardson. Route, that is 7 in a row set down by Kohana Ponson. This pitch swing and a miss. Jamison Townsend. Bases loaded walk to put FAMU on the board. 1-1 the count. Check swing, pitches inside. Jackson State continues to lead Bethune-Cookman. Pretty good crowd over there on field 10. Of course, 2 games on field 10, 2 games here, and we'll be back a full stock tomorrow with 4 games tomorrow, starting with Texas Southern against the loser of this game at 10:30. This pitch misses outside, and the count is 2-1. Two and 1 the count. 4-run lead for the Hornets. Here's a shot to short. Good play at short. Alana Scott. First team all-conference for a reason. There's the reason right there. Good play. We have seen some web gems in the infield and outfield here in this tournament. 2 out. Mari Brown walked her last time up. But the base is loaded to make it 4-2. Won the count. Rise ball is high. 1-1. That's 8 in a row. Set down by Olsen. Count is 2-1. Son in a groove right now. Coming in. There's the pitch. Strike called. Count is 2-2. She has set down 8 in a row. She walked the first batter she faced, Amari Brown. With the 8 straight she has set down, she has struck out 3. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the shallow center. It's going to drop for a base hit. Single by Brown. Maybe I ought to stop talking about that. It's the second time tonight with your pitchers kind of been in a rhythm. Set down 6 in a row, 8 in a row. You highlight that, and next thing you know, you get a base hit. The second time that's happened tonight. Ulsan. It's the first hit she's given up. She's walked 1. She's given up the first hit to Brown. Kaylee Spooner, the catcher, wide to second her last time up. Which misses outside, ball 1. So Florida A&M with a base runner with 2 out. Here in the bottom of the third. There's a base hit in the left center field. Well hit. That's all the way to the wall. Brown around second. Motors around third. She will score. Spooner's double. And the Rattlers make it a 3-run game. RBI double by Spooner. Scores Brown. Good speed around the bases. And it's 6-3. Spooner with 6 doubles during the season. That double scored Brown, and it's 6-3. Brianna Duggins struck out her last time up. Well, the Rattlers finding a way to hang around here, getting a run. 6-3. Off speed high. Well, that last half inning, pitcher Samantha Smith keeping Alabama State off the board, settling things down, and then the Rattlers get one. 6-3 here in the third. Pitch to Duggins. A shot off the pitcher. Oh, it actually hit the shortstop, and everybody is safe. Let's see here how they're going to rule that. Time called. Is it going to be interference? Let's take another look at that. The umpires are going to talk this one over. Well, they're going to talk it over here. In the path. Let's take another look. Ground ball off the pitcher. Well, I think what's going to happen, it could be that Spooner might be out here because the ball hit her. If it hit her, she's out. Now the question is interference. It hit her, looks like all around the knee. Well, they haven't taken a look at it yet. She collided with short, so they're going to look at that as well, perhaps, but they have not gone to a review as of yet. It's going to be an interesting call right here. I mean, the ball off the pitcher, hit Spooner in the knee. It'll be interesting to see how this is ruled. Will they even review anything worth reviewing? Now Brittany Beal getting an explanation. I think she's going to contend there is some interference. The ball hitting Spooner before the interference. Now the crew chief is giving the explanation. All right, so the ball off the pitcher. Contact with short. And the side is retired. Well, they're going to review it now. So this is under review. So hold up. So they're going to take a look at this. So they're going to take a look at it. The line shot off the pitcher. Spooner collided with the shortstop, Scott, right there. The ball did hit her on the back of the leg. So you got a collision there. And the ball hit her on the back of the leg as well. So that's something to take a look at. So they're taking a look at it here. we'll see what this is determined. All right, so they have looked at it, and we're going to get the final diagnosis. After review, the runner's out. So I think the ball hit her. I think that's the reason why she's out. Side is retired. I think Coach Beal obviously thought there was interference. So Spooner is out. Side is retired. And we go to the fourth inning. 3-run game. 6-3. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back after this on the SWAC Digital Network.
HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses, this year we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Six to 3, and we go to the fourth. We were told there was interference on Spooner in that collision. FAMU gets a run, and we go to the fourth inning. Leah Richardson leading it off. Pitch is low. Richardson, sacrifice, and a single. This is one of the higher scoring games. Prairie View scored 8 runs in their game today, 6 runs here by Alabama State. At this point, the second highest scoring total in the tournament. Count is 2-1. Two and 1 the count. Wide ball right side, foul and out of play. Jackson State with a 7-0 lead over Bethune-Cookman, bottom of the fourth inning. Bethune-Cookman, they lose that game, they'll take on Prairie View tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So the winner of this game will be in control of one bracket. The winner of Jackson State Bethune-Cookman. Right now Jackson's winning 7-0. If Jackson wins that game, they'll control the opposite bracket. Ground ball to second. Brooke Ramsey stands in. Ramsey, field single, flying to second. Florida A&M Samantha Smith, the senior, with an assist here. Away. And I'll bring up Bailey Williams. Bailey Williams, 1 for 2. Williams going up there hacking a fly ball foul. We started with 8. 2 teams have been eliminated. Texas Southern and Southern. Alabama State, FAMU, Jackson State. Bethune-Cookman. Prairie View, Texas Southern remain. Two out. Off speed, just missed. Florida A&M will have 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup coming up. Bottom of the 4th inning. One misses outside. Count is 2-1. Time called. Two and 1 the count. Two one pitch. High fly ball in the deep right field. This ball's well hit, but it's caught. Taking it the other way. Townsend hauls it in.
For the Hornets in the top of the 4th inning, no runs, no hits.
Side is retired. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. 8, 9, and 1. Canty lead top of the lineup. Maple coming up. Bottom of the 4th inning here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Champions, the Alabama State Lady Hornets.
Ryan Canty will lead it off. Struck out her last time up. Trying to bunt. Fielded, and the throw is there. Will it be challenged? Will Brittany Beal come out and challenge? They want her to challenge it. She got to make a decision whether she wants to challenge that one or not. Players wanted to challenge. She's checking with her first base coach to determine whether or not it's worth challenging. And I believe she's going to challenge. So they're going to take a look at it here. Coach Beal was checking with her first base coach to say, hey, you want to challenge this? And you can tell the first base coach, she felt like she was safe. Based on that, looks like she may be safe. I think she's going to be safe here, but let me hold up. That is correct. Well, Canty, a single. So it was overturned. So Nariah Lee at the plate, squaring the bunt, takes a pitch outside. I think Coach Beal was kind of torn in terms of whether or not to challenge that or not. She checked with her first base coach and like, from a distance, Coach, what do you want to do? I think because of what's at stake here, middle part of the game, you're down. The question is it worth the challenge? And it was. I mean, those are the decisions that are just made there. So they challenged it, overturned it. And now a situation here for the number 9 hitter, Lee. Then you got the top of the lineup coming up here. Camise Patterson is trying to settle down. Poussin. Poussin's done a nice job. She's given up just 2, make it 3 hits since coming in. So Lee at the plate. Lee slaps it foul and out of play. Good camera work on some of these angles. You could freeze it. James Crenshaw freezing that just to make sure. Got quite a few reviews, some overturned calls. Pitch misses outside. 2-1 the count. Potential tying run in the on-deck circle. Rattlers trail all the way. They're down 6-3, still battling. Here's a slap into center, and this could be a double play on hitter. It hit Canty. Had it played right. A fly ball to center. But the throw from Terrell hit Canty trying to get back to first. I mean, defensively, they had her played absolutely perfectly. It was shallow. A better throw, she might have been doubled up. Top of the lineup, Sierra Maple, 1 for 2. It's to Maple, strike call on the outside corner. Jackson continues to have a big lead over Bethune-Cookman. The loser of that game will play Prairie View tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The loser of this game will play Texas Southern tomorrow morning at 10:30. We'll be right back at you at 10:30. It's the third straight 10:30 start for Texas Southern. TSU stays alive. There's the pitch. High. One and two from Poussin. Alabama State with a 3-run lead. This is outside. Get Maple to chase. Count is even. 1-2, 1 out. Second team all conference. And Watson on deck. 2-2 pitch. Slap down the left side. It's going to be caught at third by Sims. Bring up Keanu Watson, who's 1 for 2. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2 out. Runner at first. Alabama State with a 3-run lead. Misses outside, ball 1. In the top of the 5th inning, Alabama State will have 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Sims, Boykin, and Frank. Here's the 1-0. Popped up, and it's going to land just out of play. Alabama State fans, either they were running to that softball or running away from it. And based on the reaction, I think they're running away from it. 1-1 the count, 2 out. Count is 1-1. 2 out. Pitch is high. 2-1. Again, we started this day picking up a game that was halted 5 minutes in earlier. Texas Southern and Grambling. Texas Southern eliminates Grambling. The opposite field, Prairie View eliminated Southern. Called third strike. Well, 2-1 the count, obviously. The umpire gave a signal like it was a called third strike. 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count, 2 out. Foul off to the left. Two and two out. Runner at first. Florida A&M trying to keep the inning alive and bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the 2-2 slap, diving stab at third. Another good play. Sims saved potentially a run. Side is retired. A single, one stranded, 5 stranded for Florida A&M. We have played 4, 6-3. Our score back in a minute with the 5th inning. Sims, Boykin, and Frank on the SWAC Digital Network.
HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses, this year we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Presentation of the 2025 SWAC Softball Tournament brought to you in part by GM. GM, a proud supporter of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Ali Sims leading it off, reached on an error, made it 3-0, grounded out. Jackson State 8-0, top of the 5th inning. I believe that's a final now. 8-0 Jackson State final over Bethune-Cookman. So Jackson State will await the winner of this game tomorrow at 3:30. Bethune-Cookman will take on Prairie View at 1 o'clock. So our Texas Southern will take on the loser of this game at 10:30. Here's a fly ball in the shallow center. It's a base hit. Leadoff single. Sims on base for the second time. Janiyah Boykin, RBI single, made it 4-0. Grounded to third. So Jackson State controls one bracket. The winner of this game will control the opposite bracket. Prairie View, Bethune-Cookman. First losers bracket game set. That is at 1 o'clock. Texas Southern will take on the loser of this game at 10:30. So we do know at 1 o'clock it'll be Prairie View and Bethune-Cookman matching up again. Played last night. And in until after 10 o'clock. Rise ball high. So job well done, Southwestern Athletic Conference. James Crenshaw on the opposite field on field 10, getting both those games in. We'll be back on schedule here tomorrow. All 4 games here on this field. There's a slapper foul off to the left side. Charles Eppen, our producer James Crenshaw and crew here on the SWAC Digital Network. A pleasure and honor to do this once again. We'll be talking with the commissioner tomorrow. Now let me know what you think about the coverage. I'm on Facebook, Charles Eppen. I'm on X, Tall Man Radio. 1 and 2 the count. Pitch is low. We've had some interesting calls. We've had some overturned calls. Intensity will pick up going forward. 2 and 2 the count. Boykin digs in. Slapper back to the pitcher. Could be 2. And it's out there. Not a great throw. But got the job done as Watson hauled it in. So on the force. She's able to tow the bag. So 1 out, runner at first. Yana Frank single, grounded out. Frank pitches low. 1-0 the count. So Bethune-Cookman and Prairie View tomorrow. So Jackson State with 8 runs. Time called as Brittany Beal trying to settle things down. And her team found a way to hang in it after Alabama State scored 4 in the first and 2 in the second. Just trying to hang tough, hang around. Charles Porter done with his work. Good job, Charles Porter, filling in and bringing the 2 games. 6-3, Lady Panthers. Charles Porter does TV and radio for Prairie View. He was able to fill in with the 2 games over on the opposite field. So we'll be full bore tomorrow right here on this field with 4 games, beginning with Texas Southern versus the loser of this game at 10:30. At 1 o'clock, Prairie View Bethune-Cookman. At 3:30, it'll be Jackson State versus the winner of this game. Here's the pitch. And a bunt fielded at third. The throw is there. Good job by Canty charging. So runner at second. Sims is there with 2 out. Boy, hit into a fielder's choice, grounded to second. Alabama State trying to add to their lead, the number 9 hitter. Alabama State has left 4. FAMU is stranded 5. We talk about the LOB column. Runners left on base. 1-1 the count. Pitch high. So Jackson State will take on the winner of this game at 3:30, and the winner of that game is in the championship game. Count is 1-1. Pitch misses outside. 2-1 the count. Two out, runner at second. 6-3. Alabama State, a chopper foul off to the right side. Count is even 2-2. Florida A&M in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Middle of the lineup. Well, Lady Rattlers, who's the home team in this one. Pitch misses, just missed. Samantha Smith tried to paint the corner. Count is full, 3-2. Get these borderline pitches. Pitchers don't get the call. You got to dig back in and bring home another. And here it comes. Chopper to short. The throw across low and out at first. Low throw. The side is retired. Low throw from Battle. So 1 runner stranded. The lead off, Sims was left stranded, and Alabama State is stranded 5. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-run game, 6-3 here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Samantha Smith will lead it off. Her second at bat. Smith, it's a pitch outside, ball 1. Poussin still in. 9 innings for Alabama State. Jackson's already won their game. It will be an Eastern Division battle tomorrow at 3:30. Jackson State will take on either this Alabama State team or FAMU. Count is 2-0. To Smith, off speed, strike called, 2-1. Jackson State tomorrow 3:30, taking on the winner of this game. The winner of that matchup at 3:30 is in the SWAC championship game. Here's the 2-1. Strike call, 2-2. We do know one matchup at 1. Prairie View and Bethune-Cookman. Texas Southern will take on the loser of this game at 10:30. There's a fly ball in the right, and it's going to be caught. Charging, coming on, and making the catch is Petaway. Jamison Townsend wide to short and walked with the bases loaded to make it 4-1. 6-3 Hornets. Son. Coming on in the first inning. It's our 5th inning of work. Starter Hill only lasted 4 batters. It's been Poussin ever since. Off speed misses. 1-1. She's done a nice job in long relief. Count is 1-1. 1-1 pitch. But fair territory, the throw. Oh, and it gets by first. See how they score that. Probably a base hit. A bunt single for Townsend. FAMU has a base runner. Mari Brown. Bases loaded walk to make it 4-2 and a single. Pitch strike called. Again, the potential tying run in the on-deck circle. 1 on, 1 out. Rattlers left the bases loaded in the first. They've left 5. Son brings it home. Fouled straight back. Again, this day started with Texas Southern and Grambling. After 5 minutes in, lightning and rain, conference brass got together and decided let's just pause things until 6 o'clock. When we resumed at 6 o'clock, 2 games on this field, 2 games on field 10. Field 10 is done, and here we are finishing up day 2. There's a swing and a miss way out in front. Wild pitch. They throw to second. It's off of short, and everybody is safe there. So the runner is safe at second. There's a strikeout. Taking second for FAMU is Townsend. Kaylee Spooner. Time called. Spooner, an RBI double, wide to second. Townsend is at second. It's 2 out in the 5th inning. Again, a conversation. Coach in the infield. Situational softball. And again, 6-3 our score. Long conversation. Just making everybody aware here. You got a 3-run lead. You've got Spooner who had an RBI double, so I'm sure they're aware of that. And the potential tying run in the on-deck circle. Just making sure everyone's on the same page. So Alabama State's trying to protect a 3-run lead. Kaylee Spooner digs in. Son digs in, brings it home, up and in. Alabama State has left 5. FAMU has left runners on base in 3 of the 4 innings. They got a runner at second here. Off speed inside. And Spooner laid off. Runner at second. All right, she just fouls it straight back. I had to flinch. Why am I flinching? Why am I moving? It's a net protected me. The count is 2-1. I'm not the only one that moved right and flinched right there. Quick bat from Spooner. 2-1 the count. 2 out. 2-1. Spooner got another pitch to hit. A little bit on the inside. Fouled it back. And now the count is even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 5th inning. 3-run lead. Alabama State. Sloan in her 5th inning of work. Coming in for the starter, Caitlin Hill. Only lasted 4 batters. The 2-2. Popped up. We got a battle here. Lee Spooner. Hana Poussin. Here's the 2-2. Off speed, laid off. The count is full, 3-2. Spooner gets on, it'll bring up the tying run. Full count, 3-2. A foul, straight back. Got a battle here. Bottom of the 5th inning. A&M, the home team. Rattlers been playing uphill all game. There's the 3-2 pitch. 2 on. I'll bring up the tying run to the plate. Brianna Duggins. Brianna Duggins, 290 during the season with a home run and 15 runs batted in. She represents the tying run. It's strike call, a fastball. 0-1 the count. Brittany Beal says, come on, let's go to work. And Coach Brittany Beal in her first season. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on an inside pitch. Brittany Beal's going to call for time. That was an inside pitch, and even Coach Beal was leaning back. Pitch was in her eyes. 0-2 the count. Well, now Duggins has to protect the plate. Represents the tying run. Alabama State will have the top of the lineup coming up in the 6th inning. Brittany Beal, 257 wins at Eustis High School outside of Orlando. Multiple state championships. Softball coach. Lead the Rattlers. She won the Eastern Division in her first season. Trying to figure out a way to pull this one out. Time run at the plate. Here is the pitch. Inning over. Florida A&M strands 2. They've left 7. Poussin. Willett Byer. Side is retired. We go to the 6th inning. Top of the lineup coming up. 3-run lead. Still a game here in the final game of day 2 here on the SWAC Digital Network.
SWAC Women's Tennis Tournament champions, the Florida A&M Rattlers.
Top of the lineup for Alabama State, Gabriel Terrell, the FAMU transfer, the senior center fielder. She's been on base 3 times, 2 singles and a walk. We are underway in the top of the 6th inning. Only game going. We had 2 games on field 10 behind me. Prairie View eliminated Southern, and Jackson State won 8-0 over Bethune-Cookman. Jackson State is 1 win away from advancing to the SWAC championship match. They will take on the winner of this game. The loser of this game will take on Texas Southern at 10:30. 2-0 the count. Smith still hanging tough. His pitch is up and in. Smith pitched yesterday, and as we get later into the night, innings pile up. I've talked to some softball coaches. For example, one of Gramblin's pitchers had 130 pitches yesterday, pitched tonight. Some coaches feel like it's depending. It's not a lot of work. 3-1 the count. Top of the lineup. Terrell, Scott, and Richardson, 1, 2, and 3 here in the 6th. Here's the 3-1. Leadoff walk. Harrell on base for the 4th time. 2 walks, 2 singles. Lana Scott, been on base twice with 2 walks. Story of this game in part, Alabama State has been issued 4 walks. All 4 to Terrell and the young lady at the plate, Alana Scott. She's walked twice. There's a bunt. Fair ball, and that's a bunt single. Runner to third, and she's safe. Runner to second, and she's going to be tagged out. The runner home, and she is safe. Alabama State just stole a run. The speed of Alabama State. First of all, right here as you watch it, Scott with a bunt single. The speed of Scott, safe there. Then the throw across. Terrell is safe. And they were trying to get Scott, who had tried to advance to second. She's out there. But then Terrell breaking for home, and she is safe right there. And Alabama State He's basically stole the run. 7-3. Well, speed in softball, you have a huge advantage, and every team's got it. At the plate is Leah Richardson. 1 for 3. Grounded to second. Third. 1 for 3. 7-3, Alabama State. Check swing. They check it first. The space umpire says did not go around, and Brittany Beal doesn't like it. Count is 2-0. Two and on the count. This pitch strike called. 2-1. First team all-conference catcher Brooke Ramsey on deck. 4-run lead for the Hornets. Top of the 6th inning. The 2-1. Low, 3-1. Again, the winner of this game will take on Jackson State at 3:30. The loser of this game will take on Texas Southern at 10:30 tomorrow morning. The third straight day that TSU opens up at 10:30 in the morning. 3-1 the count. The 3-1. There's a shot in the right. It's going to drop for a base hit. Richardson on base for the second time. She's 2 for 4. That's 9 hits for Alabama State. There's a ground ball to short, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1 over the first, and it's a fielder's choice. Good hustle. Now the shortstop, Battle, hustled to the bag at second, trying to do a 6-3 double play. And she did everything she could right there. Hard hit, 2 hops, hustled to the bag, pivots. Strong throw, but hustling is Brooke Ramsey. And now Brittany Beal will come out. I think she's going to contend maybe some interference at second. So runner at first. No challenge. Well, she had a call overturned. Early in this game. Bailey Williams. The eye single, struck out, fly to right. This is outside, ball 1. Florida A&M in the bottom of the 6th inning will have 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup. Canty, Lee, and Maple coming up. Here's the pitch low. Both coaches relying on long relief. Poussin for Alabama State. Samantha Smith for Florida A&M. 2-0 the count. Three 3-0. To Bailey Williams. Two on. Taylor Sims reached on an error, grounded out and singled. 2 on, 2 out. Alabama State has left 5. Florida A&M's had the better of the opportunities. They've left 7, including the bases loaded in the first inning. This pitch is low, ball 1. Samantha Smith steps out, gathers herself, grabs the rosin, steps back in. One and one. Two out, 2 on for the Hornets here in the top of the 6th inning. Foul down the right side. The count is 1 and 2. So Sims has to protect the plate. Samantha Smith is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. One and 2 the count, 2 out. Chopper off of the pitcher Smith to third, no throw, loaded up. Shot off the pitcher Smith, tried to snare it, broke it down. Canty was committed and had to pivot back and couldn't make a play. So they're loaded up. Janiyah Boykin, 1 for 3. RBI single made it 4-0, grounded to third. Back to the pitcher. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. Number 7 hitter in the lineup for Alabama State. A 4-run game. Pitch from Smith. Chopper foul outside of third. 1-1 the count. Glad you can join us on the SWAC Digital Network. Our producer, James Crenshaw. James Crenshaw earning extra pay, producing 2 games at once on 2 fields. Here's the 1-1. Low and outside. 2-1 the count. Charles Porter pitching in. Calling 2 games on field 10. Prairie View and Southern. Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman. Here's the 2-1. Foul straight back. Count is even, 2-2. Put James Crenshaw to the test. He'll come through. Need to broadcast the game from the moon. He'll figure it out. Here's the 2-2. Slap foul. There are those times. This is one of them. Again, we started at 10:30 this morning. After about 5 minutes into the first game, the skies opened up, lightning. Conference shut everything down to 6 o'clock. And here we are. Here's the 2-2. Slapper to short, to throw to first, and it's out at first. A really good play at short. Side is retired, but they're going to take a look at this. So we do have a challenge. We have a challenge here. Mise Patterson uses her challenge. This is the angle that'll determine it right here. They're challenging the call. This call is under review. Again, what you see at home is the umpires, that's what they're looking at. So on the field, they called her out. Let's see. After further review, as the home plate umpire, after further review, she is out at first. Side is retired. Let the Hornets add to their lead. It is 7-3. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be right back. Bottom of the lineup, 8-9-1 for FAMU after this. Game of wide interest as we go late into the night, almost 11 o'clock here in Gulfport. Bottom of the 6th inning. Rattlers trying to get something going. They're down 7-3. That strike call to Canty. She's 1 for 2. Nariah Lee on deck. She's 0 for 2. And at top of the lineup, Sierra Maple. She's 1 for 3. The heart of the lineup will come up for the Rattlers before this one's over. Rise ball is high. This is the 6th inning of work for Kahona Pusan. She came in the first inning after the starter lasted 4 batters. Here's a bunt. Catcher fields the throw, and she is out. Canty tried to lay it down. All-conference catcher Brooke Ramsey out in front. The plant, the throw. Yep. Raya Lee 0 for 2, grounded to short, fly to center. Misses outside, ball 1. We got to give these long relievers credit for keeping their team in it. Here's a slap to left. Oh, it's misplayed in left. Extra bases for Lee, and she is in. Played perfectly, just couldn't make the catch. Out in left. Janiyah Boykin played shallow. Was there. I don't know if she lost it in the lights or just couldn't haul it in. So top of the lineup. Sierra Maple 1 for 3. Strike call on the outside corner. A&M needs base runners here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Slap foul into FAMU's dugout. Count is 0-2. Son gets the sign. Brings it home. Slapped in the shallow left. This could be trouble, and it drops. A little flared down the left side. And the shortstop, Scott, couldn't catch up with it. Oh, Florida A&M has something going. Camise Patterson trying to settle things down here. A couple of shots to the left side. And so it's 2 on and 1 out. Yana Watson. Line to third, grounded back to the pitcher and singled. She's 1 for 3. If you're Brittany Beal, play a little small ball and sacrifice. You still got another inning to go. Put yourself in position maybe to bring home 2 to make it a 2-run game. You got 2 on. So we'll see how FAMU plays this. Well, Watson at the plate. They're in at first and third. Back at second and short for double play depth. Watson swinging away. Strike called. Samantha Smith on deck for FAMU. She could potentially represent the tying run at the plate. Speed misses. Ramsey didn't see it. Now she finds it. And she throws back to first. Safe there. The runner breaking for third. Safe there. Now they have the runner trying to get back to first. They're trying to challenge the score. And all kinds of stuff going on here, and everybody is safe. They were daring FAMU to try to break for home. Got by Ramsey. The runner back to first, safe there. The runner broke for third. And Maple just trying to get an extra base, trying to force Alabama State's hand to try to get a run in. Alabama State play true. You don't see Brooke Ramsey let one get by her like that too often. But nonetheless, first and third. Pitch misses outside. Count is 2-1. Now, Ulsan wants Ramsey to come out and have a conversation in the infield. 2-1 the count. A&M's trying to extend this inning. Alabama State defensively on the infield looking for a double play. 7-3. Count is 2-1. That was a wild sequence. What did come out of that, though, is that Florida A&M has a runner at third. And they were baiting Alabama State. They did get a runner to third base. 2-1 the count. Watson trying to poke it towards the left side and fouled it off to the left. Now she's got to protect the plate. 2-2. FAMU left 2 in the 5th. They've left 7 runners on base. 2-2 the count. Two pitch. Another slap foul off to the left. Again, we started it with 8 teams. 2 teams have been eliminated. Southern University and Grambling. 2-2 the count. Jackson State won their game. They control one of the brackets. The winner of this game will control the opposite bracket. Jackson State, by virtue of their win, in position with one more win, they'll be in the championship. But they've got to play the winner of this game tomorrow at 3:30. One of our loser brackets matchups is set tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Prairie View Bethune-Cookman. Here's the pitch. Foul straight back. Texas Southern will take on the loser of this game at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Late night, we'll be right back at you first thing in the morning. Well, I'll take first thing. 10:30 is not first thing. Mid-morning. Which hit mid-morning tomorrow at 10:30. Texas Southern versus the loser of this game. Here's the pitch. Slap down the left side, and this ball's going to be caught for the second out. Running catch in left field by Boykin. Samantha Smith at the plate. Tried to right her last time up. Her third at bat, grounded to second. 2-1 for the Rattlers. They're down by 4. Son trying to get out of this inning. Pitch strike called. And this is her 6th inning of work. She came into this game in the first after the starter, Caitlin Hill, only faced 4 batters in the first inning. High fly ball right side. There's a play. Inning over. Richardson hauls it in. FAMU strands 2. They've left 9. We'll take a break. Top 7 coming up. Magic number 7 for Alabama State right now. They have a 7-3 lead. 8, 9, and 1 coming up after this on the SWAC Digital Network. Top of the 7th inning. 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup. Ayanna Frank 1 for 3. Followed by and away. Then top of the lineup. Popped up, and it's going to land right behind me here. Karam's back to me. Got a souvenir softball. I've been instructed to toss it back in. Here's the 0-1. It's the first time that's happened. Count is 0-2. We're sitting right behind home plate. If it's hit sharply enough, which it was, it get close to us here. 0-2 the count. There's the 0-2. Left to center. It's a base hit. Frank 2 for 4. Gonna get a pinch hitter here. Mackenzie Nervis, the freshman, for Petaway. Mackenzie Nervis. I wonder if she's nervous in this situation. Shakes Camise Patterson's hand. And you talk with Camise Patterson. Of course, I knew her when she was head coach at Florida A&M. Very calming person. Just doesn't get rattled. And I think her team plays that way, just a calming. You know, she was talking with her pitcher in infield. She was clapping on the way back to the dugout and just, hey, we got this. So far they do. Up by 4 runs. At the bottom of the 7th coming up. Big swing by Nervis. Top of the lineup coming up for Alabama State. Again, the winner of this game will take on Jackson State. Put Bethune-Cookman in the loser's bracket, 8-0. There's a bunt. Nervis. The bunt, the throw is there. Runner to third. The throw in the tag, and she is out there. Well, Frank kept on going. Very aggressive, and now going to be challenged. The play at third is going to be challenged. All right, out there, and the throw across, the double clutch from first. And Camise Patterson is going to challenge this call right here. This is from the third base camera right here. From this angle, the block, Smith covering third. We'll see here as Camise Patterson will challenge it. All right, we'll see. She's out at third. Well, the call stands. Now again, anything after the 6th inning or around the 6th, the umpires can initiate a challenge. We haven't seen that yet on a close play. We've seen challenges from the 6th on that the coaches have initiated, but the umpires can initiate a challenge, and we haven't seen the umpires initiate a challenge as of yet. I think they're just letting the coaches handle that. Any close calls, coaches will initiate the challenge. 2 out in the inning. There's a pitch strike called. And I get it. I mean, you want to let the players determine it, let the coaches kind of judge it for themselves. 1-1 the count. 2 out. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Brielle Terrell. Need the towel. Sweaty hands. She's been on base 4 times. 2 singles, 2 walks. She's behind in the count. Florida A&M will have 4, 5, and 6 Townsend, Brown, and Spooner coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Call, 3rd strike on the inside corner. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-run lead. The winner of this game takes on Jackson. The loser of this game takes on Texas Southern tomorrow at 10:30. Bottom 7 coming up after this on the SWAC Digital Network.
It's time to reimagine exceptional. Introducing the Buick Envision. Experience advanced technology with breathtaking clarity and help keep the noise out, creating a serene space within. With advanced safety technologies standard on Envision, experience confident driving wherever the road takes you. Discover what it's like to make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. The point is the solution.
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The winner of this game plays Jackson State tomorrow at 3:30. The loser of this game plays Texas Southern tomorrow at 10:30. We have our 1 o'clock matchup. A rematch, Prairie View and Bethune-Cookman at 1. The winner of tomorrow's game, either Jackson State, either Alabama State, FAMU, they're in the championship game. Florida A&M down 4. There's a base hit in the center field. Townsend on base for the 3rd time. 2 singles and a walk. The story for Alabama State, offensively spreading it around. But this pitcher, Poussin, coming in the 1st after the starter Hill faced 4 batters. And she basically has gone all the way from that point. But the leadoff is on for FAMU. Mari Brown, been on base twice, singled and walked. Fouled it off. We'll be back at you tomorrow morning at 10:30. Full day. Somebody's going to advance to the SWAC championship game tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Strike call. 0-2. Four-one lead. Brown digs in. Wilson gets the sign. The pitch, ground ball up the middle. It's a base hit. FAMU's not going anywhere. Back-to-back singles, Brown and Townsend. 2-1, none out. Kaylee Spooner. Wide to second. RBI double and walked. Potential tying run in the on-deck circle. Back-to-back singles will start this bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. One inside, ball 1. Again, Poussin pitched yesterday, so her pitch count is up. Time called as the infield We'll huddle up and the pitcher. 1-0 the count. One thing about FAMU in this game, they have stranded runners in 5 of the 6 innings. They stranded the bases loaded in the first. They have stranded 9 and have 2 runners on. They stranded 9 in their win yesterday. 4-1 lead, potential tying run in the on-deck circle. 2 on, none out. Count is 1-1. Rise ball is high. Count is 2-1. Now the Duggins in the on-deck circle. 2-1. Low. Comes to the left of Ramsey. It's 3-1. On the count, 2 on, none out, 4-run lead for Alabama State. Straight back, count is full. Three and 2. Call, third strike on the inside corner. Spooner caught looking.
Playing first base, number 20, Brianna Duggins.
Brittany Beal, the home plate umpire. Like Kayla Aldridge will pinch hit for Duggins.
Pinch hitter now for the Rattlers. At the plate, number 24, Kayla Aldridge.
Kayla Aldridge at the plate. Kayla Aldridge, 121 her average during the season, pitch strike call. 33 at bats, 3 runs batted in. Two on, 1 out for the Rattlers. Ryan Lee, the number 9 hitter on deck. Which is high, 1-1. One and 1 the count. Son basically trying to go the distance, time called. Son looks into the team's dugout, gets the sign from the dugout. Here's the 1-1. This is outside, 2-1. Again, the winner of this game will play Jackson State at 3:30. The winner of that matchup advances to the SWAC championship game. The loser of this game will take on Texas Southern at 10:30 tomorrow morning. We've got our second matchup set at 1 o'clock, Prairie View and Bethune-Cookman. Here's the 2-1. Strike called. 2-2. 1 out, 2 on. Two out. Rise ball. 2 out.
Pinch hitter for the Rattlers, number 12, Delisha DeLeslin.
Delisha DeLeslin will pinch hit for Canty. For Florida A&M, they need another base runner to bring the potential tying run to the plate. Alicia DeLeslin, 236 during the season, 72 at bats, 12 runs batted in. Trying to keep her team alive and bring potential tying run to the plate. Florida A&M has left 9 runners on base. Now straight back. And the Rattlers fell behind early, 4-0. So that first inning, the difference in the game. 4-run lead. Leslin at the plate. This is outside. The review of this game plays Texas Southern at 10:30. We've got a 1 o'clock matchup. Bethune-Cookman and Prairie View. The winner of this game will take on Jackson at 3:30 tomorrow. Ball foul off to the left side. One and two the count. Bottom of the 7th inning. Son. Another straight back. Leslin, keeping her team alive. You talk about a gutsy effort. Son came in the first inning after the starter, Caitlin Hill, lasted 4 batters in the first inning. So Son taking it from there, trying to finish it. FAMU trying to stay alive. On calls for time, looks into the dugout, the first baseline, gets the sign from the dugout. Here's the pitch. There's a shot in the right. It's going to be caught and right, and Alabama State wins it. Running catch by Petaway. And Alabama State will take on Jackson State tomorrow at 3:30. It'll be Texas Southern and FAMU to kick us off tomorrow morning, followed by Prairie View and Bethune-Cookman at 1. Alabama State, Jackson State at 3. The winner advances to the championship game. Here's the other setup. The winner of that Texas Southern FAMU game will play at 6 o'clock against the winner of Prairie View, Bethune-Cookman. So a full slate tomorrow. So the brackets are controlled by Alabama State and Jackson State. The winner of that game will advance to the SWAC championship game. Came into this with 8. We had 4 games. As Alabama State, first-year head coach Camise Patterson getting it done. As the Lady Hornets puts Florida A&M in the losers bracket. 7-3 the final score. Coach Patterson, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Man, a hard-fought game. Talk about it.
Man, we knew it was going to be a lot of emotions, just because the first 2 series we played against them, there's a lot of emotions, being for some different reasons. But, we came out swinging the bat very, very well. I think we put a lot of pressure on their defense. And then when it came time for us to make the plays, we made the plays. So overall, I think we did exactly what we wanted to do today.
You got off to a fast start, Coach. You led 4-0. That was the difference in the game. You started fast, 4-run first. You win by 4.
Yeah, it seems like the same thing that we did yesterday. Start fast, score a lot of runs early in the game. Now we just got to make sure we continue to score more runs later in the game.
Talk about this pitcher, Pulsine, Coach. You brought her in when the starter Hill only lasted 4 batters, and she was she fought through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think Caitlin, she did a good job for us starting wise. It's just she wasn't getting some of the calls she wanted, and they started piecing some balls together. So instead of letting them get ahead or trying to come back, we wanted to go ahead and make a change at the pitcher position. So knowing that Cole, she's one of our most senior pitchers on our staff. So knowing that she could come in here, get the job done. I know she was hungry to get this game. She really wanted to be on the mound for this game. So knowing that she had that motivation, I think it was great for a great move by us to put on the mound, and she shut them down.
Coach, 1 win from going to the championship game. You got Jackson State. No secrets there, is it?
Oh, no. We got Jackson State. Okay. Hey, that's awesome. We're looking forward to it. We've been talking about taking everything 1 game at a time, 1 pitch at a time, 1 out at a time, 1 strike at a time. And so all we got to do, we got past this game. We got to focus on tomorrow's game. And then when that happens, we'll take it for what it is. And we've played Jackson 6 times now, so we kind of know what they have.
No more secrets at this point. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That is first-year Alabama State coach Camise Patterson, 1 win away from the SWAC championship game. They take on Jackson State. They played 6 times during the season, so that'll be an interesting matchup. So our Thursday is set. We kick it off at 10:30. Elimination game, Texas Southern, Florida A&M at 10:30, followed by Bethune-Cookman Prairie View at 1, Alabama State at Jackson State at 3:30. Now let's go back. Texas Southern FAMU, the loser of that game is eliminated. The winner will come back and play at 6 o'clock. Then you have a situation where you have Prairie View Bethune-Cookman. The winner of that game will come back and play at 6 o'clock as well. So a full slate tomorrow. We really appreciate the SWAC office and the job that they did in getting these games rearranged. 2 games on field number 10. We're all caught up. Full day tomorrow beginning at 10:30, Texas Southern FAMU. And we'll bring it all to you. I'm Charles Edmond, our producer James Crenshaw. A1 job handling 2 games at the same time. We're back on schedule better than ever tomorrow here on the SWAC Digital Network. We'll see you tomorrow at 10:30, Texas Southern FAMU.